store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. The inside handoff. Oh, he just flat ran over it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked. He's the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Whittington. Nifty little dance step. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Fine. Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Belling. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback moving. Turns it on in midfield. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. Oh, Spender fella, and he's loose. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. Pirouettes through. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the match.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And the defense has it there going the other way.
Man, that's the second fumble of the game. That's day one. Like, we go over this, cover each point of the football, tuck it away, don't reach it out from your body. So frustrating for a coach. You draw up all these scripts and all these plays, and the first thing you do the first 2 drives is cough the football.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Trying to get to him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting a sack. Now I put them into a predictable second down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got it on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Seminole. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
To throw, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grab near the marker. It's Moss. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
With the catch, it's Whittington. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, no! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Smashes through. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Daniels. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Looking left. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. to the big fella. The Noles will keep this drive going.
Well, they'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instead. Where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Coming after it. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a deep man. He's got it. Touchdown, Seminole. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Bowling Green. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Moss. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Belly. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 12. Catch and score.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. They'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Belly. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive. Pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This is a designed run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll go with a direct snap. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They want that clock to run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's what I'm talking about. What a clutch play. You had to have a play on defense. You needed to get the ball back to your offense, forcing the interception, forcing them to throw the football.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.